We see anyone? No. Well, what's up, you guys? I'm playing with Outcast and Corrupt. But honestly, man, I was just thinking, you know, what's better, Wildlands or Breakpoint? Did Breakpoint do better than Wildlands? And here's what I'll say. Breakpoint did better graphically. It did. Okay, why did I say it so weird? Breakpoint's graphics insanely, like, way better. Enough to make me enjoy the game probably a little more in some aspects than Wildlands, but Breakpoint did the graphics a lot better. But other than that, they didn't get a lot more done. Honestly, in my opinion, the PvP in Wildlands 100% better. The suppression alone, just insanely better, like night and day. Because you can actually shoot at a position instead of seeing a person having to laser them. And you would actually be able to cover, like, you know, your teammate's ass, or maybe be able to keep a guy's head down longer, like in a real engagement. But that's just not what happens here in Breakpoint, unfortunately. You gotta run around. And it's a completely different beast too, you know, and I like it. But at the same time, I just think that the PvP was was just better done. And I just think it was better done in Wildlands. Although I love this PvP, and it really did make my channel. It was just such a fun time, you know, doing the content when this game was just coming out, and it still is a fun time. But it's just different now that it's just not like the main game I'm always on, because I feel like it's just kind of had its problems. But I also feel like the load times are actually good enough now to where I might be able to stream it. That guy, I heard him in my headset, and I just looked and I just knew that that was a shadow that shouldn't have been there. But yeah, overall I think Wildlands PvP was done better because it had, first off, it had more game modes, and first off, this PvP was out after launch, you know, it was an afterthought. So I was assuming that it was going to be more of a focus, or more having a specific team to it that would update it more, but they just didn't go that route. But Wildlands overall, I think what's better about it is the suppression system. You were able to, like I said, shoot at a position and actually make a guy not as usable in a fight because he can't see your aim as well. Unless you, and then Forster was a completely different story. Like, wow, what a bastard that guy is. But Point Man, you know, you could rock him and be able to fire through it, but it doesn't mean you have insane amounts of you know, abilities. Like, you don't have extra health, you just, you know, actually I'm not sure if Point Man has extra health, but I know he can't get suppressed. But in this game they say they have suppression. I actually think they just straight up lied, or they put the setting slider to 0 or 0.5 out of 100. Like, I want to be able to spray over here and have some suppression on the guys running in that building just for a second, a little blur, maybe a little sound, a little something, and there's nothing. So that's something that's a little disappointing that Wildlands had. There's other game modes, like I said, uplink I think and hostage mode is like the only other ones. But you know, Wildlands also had a ranked mode, which was pretty fun to play because you can, you know, people just like getting. Oh. Okay, I was tripping. I was like, first off, I looked at the teammate and saw that he left, but then I was like, oh my god. Then I was like, did I see something? Now I'm tripping. But the ranked is cool because then you just get a rank and you're like, yo, I'm this rank. Oh no. Okay, that guy died anyways. I was gonna say that's my kill, but it's not. But the last thing that I could say quickly that Wildlands had over Breakpoint was the class system. How it was one primary, and don't get me wrong, I really am not as much of a negative, like, people hate the two primary system, and you know what, I get it, I totally do get it. You want people to play more tactical, and I just like being able to honestly be able to snipe and be both a sniper and a close. Why can't I get this? Let's go right here. I like being a sniper and a close range op, you know, that's just like, I like being able to have that flexibility. But again, like, just bro, just like use Ranger, use a specific class for that, you know. Don't be a damn 4 team that can do that, because it can be annoying. I get that. It's just, I get it. It's more fun and when there's teamwork involved, and it's a lot. It's like pretty OP to have just everyone having a sniper rifle, and I agree with that. I'm just saying personally, I like being able to use a bunch of guns. But at the same time, that's why I think Wildlands is better. Maybe add an extra person on the team, have it be a 5v5. Because then maybe you can have, maybe people will feel better that, okay, yay, yay, I can't believe that, but maybe people will be like, okay, you know what, at least maybe now we can have 3 people running ARs and 2 snipers. You know, maybe people don't want to give up half their team to being like a sniper because they're not as confident in their sniping abilities. But I like how you had to work more as a team and you weren't just running and gunning in Wildlands. So there is those 3 things, and I have a couple more, but we'll get into a game. Alright guys, so I opted for the 4AC, and I went suppressed actually because Panther, I won't lose any damage, but I don't get that flash hider, what do you call it, the spray tightness that I get when I use the flash hider on this gun. But oh, and good night. Good night. God damn it. But the last thing I think I wanted to touch up on between Wildlands and Breakpoint is the movement system, and I think I'll probably make a separate video on this, but I'll touch it up lightly. And I think the movement system between the 2 games, I think they both need improvement. Honestly, I think it's a little sluggish on Wildlands, but I also think this game is a little fucking aggro cocaine movement system, you know? Honestly, this game had it right. In the immediate release of the beta, I think people complained too much. Yeah, shocker. People ruined the game by complaining too much, and then they overchanged it. Wow, when has that ever happened? But anyways, yeah, I think people complained just a little too much about the movement system. Maybe they were like, oh, I couldn't get up too quick, I couldn't get up quick enough, whatever the hell it is. And it's like, bro, guess what, it ruined the game. You ruined the game because you were mad you couldn't get up quick enough, bro. But anyways, the movement system in this game is just too quick, and the movement system in no idea where I'm getting shot from. Oh, I have no idea. I was gonna say, I could not see that last guy. But yeah, it's just too quick in this game, and to me it's a little sluggish in the other game. And I think what really just needs to be done is a middle ground, like really just get in the middle. I think being able to move the camera like free look like this in this game is good, but I think maybe lock it to where you can't look completely behind you, and you just I don't know exactly. Don't like take that and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, like, but figure it out, you know? I think just there's a middle ground that will make it perfect, because I just think, yeah, you're just able to change direction in this game so quickly. And like I said, when the beta came out, it wasn't like that. Changing direction, you couldn't do that. There was a legitimate, I'll try and find some footage. And I actually, I can't. I know I don't have it. I know I don't have it. But in the beta, man, you were so sluggish, and changing your weight or the direction of your weight actually mattered. So it just sucks. It just sucks that it was changed when they had it like right. But overall, I think there's just a middle ground that needs to be met.
I got an enemy mark. They got eyes on me.
Old-fashioned shootout.
Enemies down. Good kill.
Hang tight, I'm coming.
Oh boy. But there needs to be a middle ground. I like being able to look around, but maybe just make it slower or go back to the beta version of the movement, because I remember you had to you just had to like really think about how you're moving in this game, because you were the sluggishness of changing directions, and like you would see the weight transfer from one leg to the other. It was just so much better. So I don't know if any of you guys played the beta, but that's just kind of how it was, and it was I think it was good then. But overall, I think Wildlands was better as far as a game, but I think both of them have some positives. But Breakpoint has probably less because of the a lot less because of the lack of updates, all this stuff, and just an unfinished PvP game. Honestly, really disappointing. But you know, there's so much room for improvement. This game will, if they can get this game together, honestly, they're gonna have a really good game that'll blow up. But they just need to get it polished. It's not there yet, obviously. But this could be a great esport game, man. I just see it. I see it. But they need a very polished game. And I think what like Rainbow Six Siege has against this game is that it's like literally Rainbow Six Siege is only PvP, and this game is not that. They're focusing 95% of their focus, 98.5% of their focus on the story mode, the storyline. They want the cutscenes to look good. They want, like, you know, that's what games fucking, those are the sex scenes, baby. That's the money shot. Get John's fucking faith right in there, you know? Like, that's what sells games, baby. But at the same time, a good PvP sells games too. So I don't know how this is gonna work out, where the PvP gets to the place it needs to be, or another game is going to step up and make a better version of a third-person realistic tactical shooter that's not like futuristic Valorant, you know, laser guns, all this stuff. Maybe that's what it's going to take, but there will be a game like this that's esport ready. It's just a matter of time. This is, you know, this is just such a great game. It just sucks that you know, they just haven't got it polished yet. But Wildlands is better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sorry for going off, but I hope you guys enjoyed.